A lot of us spend a lot of time protecting our inauthentic emotions. And when we do that, we just get to keep them longer. When I say inauthentic emotions, I do not mean that these are emotions that you are not having. Obviously, the emotions are felt, and oftentimes a lot of suffering comes out of them. So what do I mean by inauthentic emotions? Inauthentic emotions come out of our conditioning. For example, shame. Shame is an inauthentic emotion that we have been conditioned to feel. We have been conditioned to feel shame because of our families, cultures, religions, because there's some rule out there that contradicts your natural emotional state. For example, there are endless numbers of rules throughout the world about human sexuality. Whether it be that you should be modest, that you should be heterosexual only, that you should not be promiscuous, that you should not be a sexual being. There are rules that are different from your authentic emotional state. And these rules are held in place by inauthentic emotions like shame. So if you break the rule, we will shame you. So you were taught to have this emotion called shame in order to doubt your instincts, which means to doubt your intuitions. If you are not able to feel what you feel, then you don't really even know what you want. And it all becomes jumbled up. So if you want to have sex, and you are taught by your culture, your religion, that that is an evil thing, or the type of sex that you want to have is evil, that you should be ashamed for your desires. Now, the world is slowly coming out of this programming, but the point here is that we absolutely seal these things in, still using the example of shame, by protecting our inauthentic emotion. So, for example, if you have a certain sexual preference that you have been taught is wrong and shameful, you might hide this preference from others because of this shame. So what are you protecting? You might say, well, I'm just protecting myself. I would argue with that. Your true self is the desire that you have, assuming it's not a desire that is reactive and based on other conditioning. But so your true self is actually something that you are not supporting. So what you're really protecting is the shame. You're holding the shame as sacred. And so you're taking the inauthentic emotion shame and you're protecting it more than the authentic desire that you have. So as you protect your negative, inauthentic emotions, you go farther and farther astray from your inner compass, from your authentic self-expression. And this is another reason why emotional avoidance is so dangerous. So think of what inauthentic emotions you are protecting, and think, what would it be to, instead of protecting your inauthentic emotions, to stand up for your true self? That's the kind of process that I walk a lot of my clients through. The process of standing up to your true self in the face of those who would try to shame you, give you guilt trips, or in any way talk or bully you out of your authentic self-expression. We've been taught that certain emotions are too much to take, and we have been encouraged to do anything to avoid those emotions. And in my book, that is self-hatred, and it needs to stop. And that's what I help my clients do. If you'd like more information on my work, go to my website, andysway.com, and thanks for watching.